Hi everybody, this is Ian at Russ Darrow Kia here in Madison, and I wanted to send out a quick video. This is our new 2021 Kia Seltos. This guy's actually not even supposed to be out yet, but we actually just got two of these in, and we're so excited we want to let everyone know. So as you look at this guy, it's got this really cool design to it. It's about the size of Sportage, maybe sits a little bit lower, but it actually has more interior space than a Sportage. And there's some really other cool things that go with it. But just starting out front, as you look at this guy, it's got these really neat daytime running lights. The light actually runs all the way down to the center of the grille and then picks it back up on the other side here. So those are the daytime running lights. These are actually the headlights along with fog lights. And as we look at this guy, it's got this really neat feature too, this design on the grille. You actually see these same diamonds elsewhere in the car. This is actually a S trim level for the Seltos. There are 4 trim levels. This being the second one up, starts an LX, goes to an S, then an EX, and then actually finishes with the GT. It actually gets a more powerful engine. So this one right here is a 2.0 engine in here. It's actually, if you're familiar with Kia, it's the same engine you get in the Forte and the Soul. I've driven this guy. It actually has a lot of get up and go to it, so I'm really happy with that. But as we take a look inside this, again, so I was kind of mentioning, we got these really neat features, these diamonds all the way around the car. So those are actually the speakers. You can kind of see a little bit on this guy. And even the seats, they actually put this little nice design in there. This being an S, it's a half and half. So the interior, the insides are actually cloth. These outsides are Sofino leatherette. We call this a premium leatherette in this guy. You may ask yourself, why do they, put half and half there? It's actually really neat with having it along the edges like this. That's actually the wear area. So when you get in and out of the seat, you rub against these edges here. So it's actually nice to have a little bit more strong material there so you don't wear your seats out quite as quick. But yeah, as we look at this side, we'll notice this does have an all-wheel drive. Similar there, so obviously this is all-wheel drive, much like all of our other crossovers and SUVs we do sell, but this is where this car is different. This starts with all-wheel drive. The front-wheel drive is not an option when you get into one of these. Almost all these are going to be all-wheel drive. There's only one even possibility of front-wheel drive. You actually have to kind of select it. And so what's really neat with that, this actually starts at $23,000 with all-wheel drive. So it is by far the most affordable way to get into a Kia with all-wheel drive, and probably one of the most affordable options out there, period, to get an all-wheel drive. And then also it's really neat with this. So since this guy really was designed from the ground up to have all-wheel drive in it, they really maximize the fuel economy with that. So when you look at this, look at these numbers. 29 combined, 31 highway, 27 city. You could easily live in this guy day to day at 30 miles per gallon in an all-wheel drive vehicle that actually fits your entire family in it. So yeah, this guy is the S. One of the things you'll notice then, it does have the nicer wheels on those dark wheels there. A few other features. It's got this really neat kind of design going on down the side where it actually splits the roof. They actually call it a floating roof. And what's cool with that, you can actually, a lot like the Soul, option a different color roof than the rest of the body. White or black roof, and then for the body, you can go with this white, you can go with, there's actually, you may not believe me, it's actually a really nice looking yellow available for this guy, and then also a dark blue you can get with those different color roofs. But as you look back here, we got these really cool looking tail lights, LED tail lights, which are part of the S as well. And then when I pop this back, you may think, it's not the biggest car, but look at this trunk. It's actually kind of massive for what it is. And what's cool too is, since this is a Kia's SUV, we do get a spare back here. You got this nice floor right here. We need into these seats can go down nice and easy. And those seats can actually rock back too, so if they want to lean back a little bit more back there, they can. But what's cool is, we got a pretty flat floor here, but if I need more space, I actually can pull that down. And actually look at that area back there. So it's actually a lot, which is really neat. Because a lot of times when you get in these more city-sized SUVs, especially which for Madison makes a lot of sense, you sacrifice a lot of space, but you really don't need to with this. Back here, backup camera, all that stuff, obviously it's standard. Privacy glasses, darker glass like that, that's standard as well. Seats, so go down nice and easy, back up nice and easy. That seat right there is actually where I sit in this car. So I'm 5'9", 5'10", pretty standard size. You can actually see plenty of space there. Obviously we can fit another person next to me. Got that same cool diamond design going on there. Actually, one of those like little things you may not notice, but it's kind of like automotive design. I just like how they integrate these handles right into the door, so you don't really notice them as much. As kind of a neat feature. A lot of manufacturers don't really think about making that kind of integrated in. They just kind of put handles in there, so it's nice to know that Kia is thinking about that. So again, we still got all this nice design, all that stuff you expect, the rear locking windows, things like that. Now this being an S, you do get a few extra features, this being a step up. Get these lights on for us. Don't worry about that dinging noise. But some things are standard, so the automatic headlights, things like that, standard. Just this 8-inch screen here, it's a really neat radio there. So as you can see there, it does have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Standard on this guy. So it doesn't have the built-in navigation, but just plug your phone in, just down right there. Plug your phone in, and actually starts playing your music, phone calls, you can even text from it. But the big thing too is you get your navigation, so your Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, whatever it may be, just shows up right there. But this being an S, some of the nice things is we do get heated seats on this guy. And then it's a lot of those fancy self or driving features you hear about, self-driving features. So this car, if you ever need to, will stop itself. It's got a camera right behind this little black guy there that sees there's stuff in front of you. It will stop you for you. First it warns you, obviously, but if you still don't do anything, it'll stop you. But along with that, so having that camera there, it actually is watching the lanes and things like that in front of you. So it knows if you're about to go over the line and stuff, that will warn you, hey, say, watch out, you're about to leave your lane without putting a blinker on. But what's really neat, look at this button right here. That's actually a self-driving button. You actually can turn that on at any speed. I've literally been sitting at 5 miles an hour. You can turn it on, and it's not a complete go to sleep type button that it'll drive for you, but it'll actually, at city speed, start taking corners for you and things like that. And it works really well, especially on the highway. That's where it's really useful. Go live in Wisconsin, we go on these long drives to places. It's nice to be able to hit that button and kind of, let the car do its thing. Within reason, you got to still pay attention to all that. It's, you wouldn't trust a kid to drive your car, so I wouldn't want to trust no one to drive my car. But yeah, we got this nice big 8-inch screen here. It's kind of neat too. You'll notice this little guy right there has HD radio built into it, which is just a higher quality version of radio. Sounds really nice compared to, and there's no payment. You don't have to pay extra for that. But just a nicer sounding radio, things like that. We have drive modes down here, so I can actually spin this guy. You can see my hand moving there, and you'll see on the screen it switches normal, sport, smart. It's a combination of a few things. So smart, the first thing it does, it's like a fuel economy mode for the car. Just drives the car smarter. It gets a little bit better gas mileage, which already you're getting, you can be in the 30s with this guy. But also based on how you're driving, so you get a little more aggressive, it actually will switch to like a sport mode, things like that for you. But as you look down here, you can see too, I have obviously P, R, and D, but also see S there. You can actually move the shifter to the left and go into a sport mode, or you can actually shift the car yourself too. So I know for some of you people that like be able to have a little more control, either if you're going down a hill or you're just trying to get out ice. Obviously, we know how that is here in Wisconsin. It's nice to be able to give that option and have a little bit more control over the vehicle. Otherwise, we still have, if you're familiar with Kia, you should be used to seeing these screens where you can change the settings on all this stuff. You can change how aggressive that self-driving stuff is and all that. So it's nice that you have a lot of ability to change options on this guy too. But I'm gonna step back out of this. And again, you can see like the handles, like I was talking about, just that nice design. But yeah, so again, we can get a nice look at this guy. So this is the S, it's a step up, and it's all-wheel drive standard in this guy. You saw a lot of nice features on this. You may think to yourself, well, it's obviously got to be a little more expensive, but you can, here's the MSRP here, the window sticker. Actually look at that right there, a hair over 25, which you can't get all-wheel drive in a Sportage, period. let alone heated seats and a nice big backup camera like that, and these nice daytime running lights with fog lights and all that stuff. So it's a really neat vehicle, really good value proposition. Like I said, I've driven this. It's actually pretty darn quick. Obviously really good fuel economy, but rides super smooth. It's really easy to handle. I mean, this is meant to be driven by people who live in places like Madison and stuff like that, where having a bigger vehicle really can not be the best for day-to-day life. So you get the big vehicle interior, all that space, but it's easy to park. You have nice big windows on it. It sits up. You can see out of it well. We have those nice roof rails up top here that you actually can put your clamps on all that stuff and get crossbars and all that stuff. So if you ever go out of town, you can put your kayak and things like that on their bikes. But it's just a really nice proposition. So, and then, you have Kia's. We've been ranked #1 for build quality now 5 years in a row by J.D. Power, and then you still get all of Kia's nice warranty on this too, that 5-year 60, and then 10-year 100,000 miles on it. So I just really wanted to send this video out to everybody. Everyone can see this. Honestly, I'm really not expecting to see this. They haven't even put a commercial out for this guy yet, let alone said that it was supposed to be here. So it's really cool to see this here so soon. And obviously it is for sale, so whoever gets to be the first person in Madison to buy one of these gets to be a lucky individual. But my name is Ian. I am sending a video here from Russ Darrow Kia in Madison. And we actually have 2 of these. We have this guy, this one in Snow White Pearl. It's got this really nice color to it. It has a lot of pearl that really shines in the light. And we have one in Gravity Gray, which is a darker gray, which actually, the other one actually has more features than this even. So I thought this was nice. There's nicer ones. But yeah, Ian, Russ Darrow Kia Madison. Hope you're all having a good day, and hope to see you soon.